Froch because, like I said, he's willing to take sacrifice in there to get his punches in, and he's a very strong fighter.
I was in Foxwoods when he beat Jermaine, and I was surprised how much bigger he was than I thought he was. Have you seen him in person?
Yes, we have. During the photo shoot, I had to show him he has big arms, but
kind of a wide guy.
Yeah, he's a wide guy. So I know he has power, but like I said, you just have to be on your A game. You have to be very quick like that.
What do you think Jermaine did wrong? Because he seemed like he had the fight in hand.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Where did Jermaine go wrong in that fight?
Well, Jermaine, you could tell he was worried about gassing out even early in the fight. When he dropped Carl Froch, he didn't go back in there and try to execute and try to finish the fight, and he could have did that, but he didn't. You know, he thought about his gas, and he did exactly what everybody thought he was going to do. He gassed out even Froch. Froch pretty much knew he was going to gas out, and that's pretty much what happened, you know. But he made it a dog fight for Froch numerous times. He made it hard for Froch numerous times, but he just couldn't finish at the end.
So is that where you're going to have the advantage that Jermaine didn't have?
I'm coming in tip-top shape. I'm a young guy. I just turned 26, man. You know, I'm more ready than I ever been, you know, and I'm just ready to get out there and make this happen.
How about being in this tournament? It's 6 of the top guys in the world. What are your thoughts? We don't see this a lot in boxing.
Just being considered a world-class fighter in there with 4 other world champions, you know, is a blessing in itself. So, you know, all I can do is take this opportunity and try to run with it. You know, I'm in the gym. I'm working harder than ever. And I got a chance to make history, and I believe I'm going to do that.
A lot of times in boxing, you know, guys that don't have a big name as a professional don't get this kind of chance, right? You know, and it's a tournament, they could have easily picked other people. There's a world champion that didn't even get in the field. Did you feel fortunate once you knew that you were in? Because, you know, even though you deserved it by your ranking, you know, sometimes they do it for other reasons.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate. You know, even Kessler has to feel fortunate. Like I said, this is a chance to make history. This has never been done before, and I believe my name is fairly big out there. You know, I proved myself numerous times, and people know that I'm a very skilled fighter and a very smart fighter, and a very exciting fighter. So I believe my name is actually big, you know, out here in the sport of boxing, and this is an opportunity for all of us to get an even bigger name and make history.
Do you think this is a chance to kind of get boxing back in the forefront of people's minds to have this kind of tournament?
Well, you know, there's a few with the MMA and the UFC and boxing, but that's just the hype, man. You know, in boxing, a person who's supposed to win pretty much is going to win. You know, in UFC, you know, you just got guys getting knocked out on lucky punches. You know, no disrespect to the sport. It's a very tough sport. I wouldn't do it, you know, but like I said, boxing is pure skill, and most diehard fans can't understand that, you know. But you know, this tournament right here is an opportunity to bring all that excitement back. You know, bring something new to the table, and even if it doesn't work out, then we can go back to the old way of boxing, which has been great in my perspective.
But one criticism about the only criticism I've heard about this tournament is the fact that Usain Butte and a couple other guys at 168 weren't in the mix.
Yeah.
Do you feel that matters? That guys like Butte and
Not at all. This makes for mega fights down the line. You have this tournament. You have the WBA and the WBC building this one, and Butte can be out, constantly defending his title, you know. And by the time whoever comes out victorious in this fight and gets in there with Butte after this tournament, then that's a mega fight. So all the fights leading up after this, they'll pretty much all be mega fights because that'll be the person they're looking forward to seeing when comes out victorious in this tournament.
Going on the road for your first fight, does that make it easier or harder? I mean, you're fighting him in his hometown, basically.
Well, it makes it harder for the beginner of the tournament. But like, I've never been in a situation like this, amateur of course, but professional wise, you know, I was never even really looking forward to going out of the country. But you know, when they brought up the WBC title, I told them I'd do anything. So this is my chance. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take it and run with it. I'm already mentally focused, you know, so and definitely physically prepared these extra weeks. It's gonna bring more to the table. So I'm going out there fully confident, not worried about the crowd, not worried about how soon it'll be, and just really focused, man. So, but
are you worried about it going to the distance? And like, say you have the points
if it goes to distance, I'm not even worried about it. I know I'm going to put the fight on. That's where I'm pretty much sure I'm going to be more victorious at, because, you know, I'm a very fast fighter. I'm very slick. I'm very aware. And like I said, I'm on my A game. So if it goes to distance, I'm not worried about getting robbed, you know. But if it gets to knockout, I have a pretty good chance in that too. People are sleeping on my power. People forget that speed is power. And if I put my punches together right and come with my A game, then I'll be unstoppable.
Like you said, your fight is for the title, that means going out and trying to fight for it. Andre Ward's fighting for a world title, and his fight's going to be at home. What are your feelings on that? Andre Ward gets,
That's awesome because people has been wanting us to fight. The fans have been wanting us to fight ever since we turned pro. All you heard was Andre Ward, when are they going to fight? And that's pretty much, been the hype. They thought we would have to fight an eliminator to fight for the WBC. So if he wins and gets this belt, and I win and get this belt, then the whole tournament is going to go upside down. People didn't expect it. 2 new champions, 2 boxers, and 2 smart guys in the ring who know how to use the ring. So down the line, looking up toward the finals, they would love to see that fight, and I believe that would be a very big fight if we ended up in finals. Not at all. Not at all. Listen. When I called my advisor, Alan Heyman, I told him whatever it takes to get that belt. I don't care. I don't care about going out of the country with the belt. I want to prove myself. That makes it a bigger name for me here in America. Going out to the country and bringing it back here. So it's no bother to me. Hopefully Ward does his job. I hope he wins. And because I know I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fight to the fullest extent and bring my A game. So I hope he wins. I'm glad for him.
The tournament format, how often you guys fight. Do you think it'll favor guys like you and Andre, the younger guys, are maybe better shape and have younger legs?
I believe so.
Older guys
I believe so. But not only that, we're hungry. I know how hungry he is, and I know how hungry I am. I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. I'm getting that and then some. This tournament is bringing everything to the table. It leaves no doubts afterwards, and it is going to just make you an icon in the sport of boxing. And this is what I've been waiting for. There is no higher level, if you ask me. This is it. This is a chance to prove myself. You got 4 world champions in this tournament, and you got 2 up-and-comers, and the 2 up-and-comers has to be the hungriest, and I believe I am.
Go back to before the tournament was announced, and I know you were the mandatory, but there was even talk you weren't going to get your shot at that point.
Right.
Was it frustrating? What was your state of mind at that stage?
I was chasing WBO. I was actually ranked #1 in the WBO. I wasn't the mandatory in the WBC. But I called Al, and I was begging him before the tournament was brought up, if you can give me Froch, give me Froch. This is what I've been asking for. I've been asking for Froch probably a month before the tournament was even announced. So this is what I've been asking for, and I was actually at home skating when I got the news. He called me on my cell phone. I jumped up the skating ring, and it was a smile on my face. I didn't even know the tournament was coming up. I just know that my next fight would be against Carl Froch. I'm here now. I'm just taking this opportunity.
Do you skate to train, or is it skating for fun?
Huh?
Do you skate just to train or for fun?
I skate for fun. It's something to do, when I'm at home. Ain't too many things to do when I'm at home, but I get on them wheels and I make it happen with that music.
You better skater than Mayweather?
Oh yeah, I'm a skater, baby. I'm multi-talented. You put me in some any kind of environment, sports environment, I'm gonna adapt to it.
They don't worry about you busting your leg or something?
Not at all, man. Not at all.
I saw him on that 24/7. He didn't look too comfortable on those wheels.
Yeah, I ain't see that episode. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm a beast on those skates.
They put in those knockout clauses to entice guys to go for knockouts. You think of that in your training camp? Is that
Yeah, you can't think of that. I mean, if you got 3 wins in a row, then you're going to be in the top 4. Period. So I'm just focused on the win. If the knockout comes, it comes. But I'm focused on just on that win, just on that victory. Period. If the knockout comes, it comes. That's just pretty much going to put you in the lead if you get knockouts in the final 4. But it's really not going to matter. I just want that win.
What do you make of Froch?